Hi, my name is Jesse, and I'd like to welcome you to my Step Out of Time series. Today, for our Mindful Monday post, I'm wanting to discuss a little bit about how we often negatively impact each other out of simple misunderstandings. So I'd like to share a perspective story out of my life, namely that I have a younger sister that she and I for years would absolutely butt heads on any topic under the sun. We could hardly have a conversation without at least 20 to 30 minutes worth of back and forth backbiting, just generally fighting each other over stupid little stuff most of the time. And it wasn't until we started learning some elements of the neuroauto-assistive programming that we realized that we need to dig in a little bit and find out what caused this animosity and gain some perspective on it. As we dug deeper, we actually discovered that it goes back to a point when I was 13, she was around 10, and my youngest brother had been born. And my mom, due to pregnancy complications, had suffered a stroke, and so mom and dad had drawn back emotionally, and both of us were just trying to step up and step in and fill in an emotional need in the family. And being as young as we were, we made some mistakes, we stepped on each other's toes, and ultimately came to a head in several instances where we were unintentionally viewing each other as trying to be the mom and dad respectively. And it was a complete perspective issue that we didn't recognize what each of us was trying to do to hold the family together during the emotional turmoil. And because of that, we damaged a relationship that we'd hoped to have being young kids. And as we have grown and started rebuilding that relationship that we unintentionally damaged, we found that we've been able to become friends again. That we're still working on it, but we can have conversations without that 20-minute interlude of power play and putting guards down and fighting each other subconsciously. And by gaining that perspective, how might you be able to approach a family member that you've had a separating of ways or separating of opinions with that understanding of maybe if I come at it from a different perspective. And sometimes it does require an apology of, I didn't mean for it to come across this way, I think it might have. I want to understand your side. And it can be hard, it can be painful. It took me about a week to get up the courage and energy to make that conversation with my sister, and I did have to initiate it. I did have to, quote unquote, be the bigger man and initiate the apology. But as we talked, we were able to get past that perspective block and understand each other. How powerful might that be for you and a loved one of yours? A brother, a sister, a father, a mother, a cousin, aunt, uncle, grandpa, grandma. If you could approach every relationship in your life with this perspective shift of, yeah, we had a disagreement. Why? What caused it? And how could we have each played into it? And what can I take ownership of? There's power in it. And sometimes it's not possible to make those apologies in person. I would encourage you to write it down. If you can't send it to them due to circumstances, for your sake, write it down. Understand it. Learn to look at it from an outside perspective and see the change that it makes for you. I believe it'll shift how you handle everything in your life. Share with me where you think I've gone wrong, where I've gone right. Call me out. If you found value in this, like, share, subscribe, share it with a family member. If you need further help with anything, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. I'll put my contacts in the description in with my online business card. Let's start a conversation. I look forward to meeting you. You have a good one.